All right, once again tonight, I make a plea. Will someone please lasso climate czar John Kerry and tie him to a sturdy fence post where he can't do any harm? I think it's a noble goal. Pennsylvania Congressman Scott Perry is with us. He's a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee that questioned Mr. Kerry yesterday. Scott is the head of the Freedom Caucus. Scott, welcome back to the show. You know, one point that I wanted to make, I made it last night, but this is a rogue operation. This whole thing, right? He is the climate czar who is a cabinet member who was not confirmed by the Senate. No one knows who he reports to. He has no accountability. And as you saw yesterday, he doesn't want to share his operation with members of Congress. I mean, this is just, and no one knows what deals he's cutting. And here he's going to communist China, and Lord knows what he's going to do there for damage, Scott Perry. So what do you make of that? What can you do about it?
Well, look, it's hard to know which budget to cut when you don't know who he's working for. But obviously, look, he's got a lot of money to be out there spending. We've had a hard time figuring out exactly who his staff members are and what level they're being paid at and what they're doing. But I do know this because I questioned him yesterday. He wants America to spend about $1.5 quadrillion taking CO2 out of the atmosphere. Meanwhile, Larry, as you know, the optimal level is probably around 1,000 parts per million. It's now at 400, and he wants us to scrub it from the economy. People can't afford their groceries. This guy's making us pay for all this climate change stuff, and then he's heading over to China to help them continue to pollute more and create more carbon. They're building more coal power plants as we're shutting them down, more than all the other countries combined. It is incredible. He needs to be stopped, but unfortunately, he comes with Joe Biden. There's just simply not much we can do. What we need to do, where we can, is what we did this week: is defund. Defund. We just passed the National Defense Authorization Act. Cut out all that climate stuff. Cut it all out in every single portion of government they can. Cut it out so that nobody's forced to do it.
You know, the data shows, Scott, clearly, the United States is the best record in reducing carbon emissions, okay? By far. I mean, by far. And then the other side of the coin, China is the worst record. They are increasing. They are increasing carbon emissions along with Russia and India and Saudi Arabia and so forth. The other point I wanted to toss to you, I don't know if you saw this stuff, but Biden's own Council of Economic Advisors and OMB actually just put a study out, a white paper that has been ignored, that essentially says a slight rise in temperature has virtually no economic impact whatsoever. They looked at the last 125 years, and they're trying to look at the next 100 years, and they come up with no impact. And yet Joe Biden goes along as this climate extremist with John Kerry. I mean, it's a crazy thing.
We're spending billions of hard-earned tax dollars on something that he can't. I asked him what the optimal level is. He says it changes from day to day. I said for 200 million years, it was at 2,000. Did Mother Nature get it wrong? He wouldn't answer me. Larry, this is crazy what we're doing. And of course, we're paying for all this. We're paying the Chinese to do it. And then we buy the Chinese products from them, and they're using their dirty energy to make the products. And we have to somehow clean up China's air. Meanwhile, he's joined the Paris Climate Accord again. And we're the only ones that have actually met the agreement requirements without even being in the accord, right? Remember when Trump was in office? We met the standards, and we weren't even part of it. No one else is even meeting it. No one else is trying. This is all a wealth transfer from hardworking, tax-paying Americans to other countries. It's a grift.
It is a grift, by the way. That's 100% right. By the way, it's one of my favorite words regarding Biden. You know, just want to say, Kerry making deals that no one knows about. And that's a really big problem. He's making deals and making promises. Lord knows what he's going to do in China. And no one knows about it because there's no accountability. I give you, and by the way, he is flying on the family's private jet. He lied yesterday. He is or was flying on the family's private jet.
He was flying.
20 seconds, Scott.
He said he was going. He said he's going commercial to China this time because he doesn't want the criticism. But understand, Larry, while China has concentration camps and they're forced organ harvesting of people over there to make these products, Americans are buying them. And to John Kerry, climate change is more important than those lives in concentration camps. Outrageous.
Climate change that has no economic impact. Scott Perry, you're the best of the best. You're a prince for coming on. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.